Welcome back, everyone. This is Roy with Pontoon Life. As you can see, we're outside today. It's pretty bright out here. At least the sun's like right over the trees right here, so every now and then it peeks out and it's right in my face here. But I thought I'd do a little something different and talk about something that we guess the neighbors started their car over there. Anyway, this little generator right here, this is a Ryobi. This is what they call an inverter generator, and it is a really quiet generator. And we bought this, I don't know, maybe I want to say back in, I'll say October-ish, somewhere around October 2020. And I didn't really use it much. Actually, it probably was before that. It would have been probably around maybe June or July of 2020, and hadn't really used it much because it's sitting around for a while, sitting not being used. I did use it a few times. I hooked up my nail gun to it and tried it, but it was mostly just to have as an emergency. And you know, we didn't really have any emergencies, at least not until February, when we had record-breaking snowfall down here. It was what we call snowpocalypse. Anyway, this little generator really saved us during that time period. Because not only did it snow, I don't know how many inches, 7, I think I had about 7 inches back down out in the backyard here, killed most of our plants. We also had a huge power outage. It knocked out our power for 3.5 days. So we didn't have any power during that time either. If you can believe, you know, our thermometers were sitting right in the single digits with wind chills -0. I think at one point it was -2. So it was pretty cold. Inside the house was pretty cold as well. It was down close to about maybe 48 in the house. And of course, we don't have gas. Everything in our house is electric. So, you know, I had this sitting there, and that's all I had. There's that car again. Anyway, this little Ryobi really saved our bacon, so to speak. And I'll turn to the side here. That is this particular Ryobi. We bought it at Home Depot. It has a 2300 running watts or starting watts, which is your surge wattage when you first turn on an item, whether it be a chainsaw or a handsaw or a heater or whatever. It'll pull X amount of voltage, and that starting voltage should not exceed that 2300 watts. And then its running watts, or what it normally runs at, is 1800. So very, you know, it's a small generator. Actually, my intention was to use this up on the boat, and it you know, it's quiet enough where I could actually have it sitting in the back of the boat there, maybe run some underwater lights, or you can charge phones, you can run a radio, whatever you want to do, you can do that. But what we ended up needing it was for an emergency here at the house. And as y'all know, most heaters, most portable heaters are around 1500 watts. So, you know, 1800, 1500, that's pretty much maxed out just with using one heater. We did have a low wattage heater. I think it was pulling 700 watts. I did have a small portable of that. So the heater that we did have in our greenhouse couldn't run that one. I mean, I didn't have enough to run, you know, the greenhouse heater and a heater for inside the house as well. So we had to do with one heater. But I was able to run a TV. We did have internet You know, we could we don't have cable TV, so everything we do is either Netflix or YouTube or some form of internet TV. And I do have a local antenna, so that helps me pull in all the local stations. But anyway, also to cook something, this came in real handy. So I ended up putting this outside with some really heavy duty. I have a welder, so I use the heavy duty cord from the welder to bring the power into the house, and then run a few extra cords up from there to our various appliances. One of them was our TV. The other one was a small heater and our internet. And we do have security cameras around the house, so I wanted those on, so that didn't draw much electricity. So I was running about 95% on this generator, almost maxing it out. But I ran this thing for over 3 days and it did well. No problems whatsoever. Run time on this it only takes a gallon of gasoline too, so run time on it was about 11 hours, provided I wasn't pulling, say, a full load. I think they do that at half load, so about roughly at half load, roughly about 11 hours of runtime. I was almost maxing it out, which gave me about 5 hours runtime. So every 5 hours, I'd have to come stop it, put another gallon of gas in it, and restart it, and go from there. But anyway, I wanna kind of go through a couple of the things on here. This is a really easy to start, easy to run generator, and I can see the stats from my phone. So as I'm running it, you know, it's got a Bluetooth connection to the phone, so I can see how much gas it has in there. I can see what load I've got and the runtime that's available. So I'm gonna start it here and just let you listen to it. I'm not gonna muffle any sounds or anything off the camera. I'm just gonna start it and give you all an idea what it sounds like. All right, so it's running. Let me give you a little bit better view of that. Y'all can see the front view there. Right now it's showing about 10 hours runtime. And it's got its USB ports here. I've got a couple 110s. And over here I can actually run a parallel cable to another same type inverter generator and run both of them at the same time for twice the output. Very simple generator. Now I kind of give you a view of what it looks like on my phone, if I can get it out of the sun here. Okay, so let's see if we can actually see what's on here. Very difficult to see because of the sun over here, but I'll let you see what it actually looks like on my phone. First, you can see the run time, the gas, and the load. And I don't have a load on there right now, but those bars actually will light up depending on the load. And I can also stop the generator from here. So, you know, very simple controls, but I'm able to see this. I was actually able to see this from upstairs, so it actually worked out really well. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the engine from the remote here. So I was using my phone. Hold confirm. And that's all there is to that. So again, you know, this little generator was a lifesaver, to say the least. If I have some pictures of it out here, I'll go ahead and throw those up as well. And you know, just to kind of give you an idea of what it was with the snowstorm and everything. But again, you know, it's not something that you'd use all the time. It's not something that you would probably buy to just, you know, have around. But if you can, you know, as an emergency, this little generator, you know, might save the day, so to speak. So anyway, I just wanted to do a little something different today, kind of give you an idea of what we did during that snowstorm. And also, you know, to use it up on the boat, I think it's quite doable. You know, I've got some underwater lights that basically you just throw and they're submersible. So I'd like to try that one day, or even if you're doing it off the shore, or even from a pier, just to have power to you know, up on the pier. It's very quiet, it's not making any noise. You can plug some lights in, throw them down, and where you'd not normally have any light, you'd have, you know, the whole bottom of the pier, say, lit up. So that's pretty nice thing. Anyway, we'll give you a couple extra views on here. I'm gonna turn it around and turn it on, and then just kind of walk around there and kind of give you an idea of what it sounds like. Show you all around it and everything. So I'm gonna move it, and we'll come back on the next one here. All right, so here we are back. We're gonna go ahead and give it a start. Now on there, if it's cold, there is a cold start on here, and then there's a run start. So I've already run it, so I'm gonna leave it right where it's at here and give it a pull. Very quiet. We can go ahead and shut it off from here as well. And just turn that to the down position, and that shuts it off. Nice thing about this one also is it's got this little pull-out handle, which really makes it nice. Kind of just let you roll it around on a wheel wherever you'd like to go. Yeah. I get out of the sun here, but that's what it looks like. Little something different. I figured, you know, let's get away from the fishing tackle box reviews and kind of do a little something different on this. That's not something that that was sent to me or anything. You know, we bought it, so it's something that that we definitely are going to keep. Now, interestingly enough, we actually bought another generator after the storm, so we'll talk about that one on another video. All right, so again, that was just a little bit of a rundown there on the Ryobi. That is the Gen Control 2300 start-in and 1800 running watt generator. Those I'm You can buy those online. I saw them on Amazon. I think you can get them off the Ryobi site as well. We bought ours at Home Depot. Like I said, when we bought it, you know, there wasn't anything going on. There wasn't any inclement weather. There wasn't any chance that we were gonna, you know, have any snow at the time. You know, it was just something that, you know, we saw it, said, you know what, it'd be nice to have this just in case, and to use it up on the boat. So, you know, it sat for a few months, but then that was like the most valuable tool in the chest, so to speak, there when that snow came. So that literally saved us. You know, we stayed put for the 3.5 days that we were out of power. Now, after all of this, after the snow, you know, was stopping and power was back on, my wife says, you know what, I could see how that generator really did, you know, if we didn't have it, we wouldn't be able to cook, we wouldn't have any heat, we wouldn't be able to see any TV, we'd pretty much just sit in the dark. So and you know, interesting, we were the only normally when I look at whose Wi-Fi is running around, you know, you look on your phone and see all the different Wi-Fi IDs. We were the only ones up in all that time. So yeah, we had internet. Fortunately, our fiber connection did not go down, so we had that. So we could watch our Netflix and our YouTube, and we were okay for that, and we had a little heat to go. Now my wife said, you know what, that worked out so well, but I wanted to run my heater in her greenhouse, which we couldn't run too, so we forfeited the greenhouse heater. So we bought a much bigger generator, and that one's a beast. That one's an 11,000 watt WEN, and we'll talk about that one in another video. I may do a little review on that one. That one's much louder, but I can pretty much run anything in the house that I want to run. I'm not sure about the central AC yet, even though we've talked about putting a transfer switch in. I don't know. I'll have to check our wattage and the tonnage on the outside unit, but you know, we'll be mostly concerned, you know, with at least running portable heaters, TVs, and that type of thing. You know, some fans. Not necessarily worry too much about the central AC unit, especially if it's, you know, during a snowstorm or something. And what was the other thing? Yeah, the transfer switch. That other generator that we have is capable. It's transfer switch ready. This Ryobi is not set up that way. It's an inverter generator. It's a small generator. It's made for portability. It's made for being very quiet, in which it is. I mean, we can actually have it running, you know, and have a conversation right next to it, and it wouldn't at all be a nuisance. So anyway, I just wanted to do a little video on something different today, something maybe not fishing, maybe fishing related, but just not fishing. That Ryobi, like I said, was one of the better pies that we've gotten, and I just kind of wanted to share it and everything. So anyway, like I always say, y'all take care, happy fishing, and we'll see you on the next video.